This time it's your boy Sean.
What's up, Wikimaniacs? Welcome back to Reddit on Wiki, where we scour Reddit in search of some of the wildest stories the internet has to offer. My name is Josh L, and with me this week, only one co-host, Sean Salvino. What's up, buddy?
Hey, man. Miss you, John. Wish you were here, bud.
Yeah, John just got back from New York, so he's taking some much-needed recovery time. It looks like he had a blast there. Jealous. You both went there.
Yeah, he was eating good. We were on both. We were both there, but like, it looks like most of his time was like upper. What was it, like Times Square and North?
Oh yeah. He was doing.
My whole time was like down south.
Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't. To be honest, I don't know New York that well. Apologies to our New York listeners.
It's somehow very like, it seems like, just looking at it, it's not that big, but I guess it is the biggest city in America. So it's like, there's no way to see all of it.
Is or it even like, I thought LA was the biggest.
I think it is. I think LA is the second. I could be wrong. I'm an American.
I mean, it's definitely one of those two.
Not smart.
I don't think anyone else is really close. So it's definitely one of those two.
Houston was third. Houston was third for a little bit. Yeah, I think we're fourth. I think Dallas is now third.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah. Texas is blowing up.
Texas is big.
Everything's bigger there. But
except one thing.
I don't know what you're referencing, but we'll move on.
If you know, you know.
If you're watching, you're probably noticing that I'm in a different setup than I usually am, and that is a tease for next week, where we have Sangria with Sienna coming up. Sienna does. Ooh. She joins us on Monday's episode because we've recorded this out of order
to promote.
Yeah, in effort to promote. But yeah, so expect Sangria with Sienna next Wednesday, same time as we normally drop an episode. And it's
Are you doing a premiere and all that for that on YouTube?
Ooh, we could do that. I hadn't really thought that far ahead.
Is she working from home?
She probably won't be that day. No. We'll figure something out. We'll put an announcement out on social. Just expect the episode up.
Yeah.
And then we'll announce it somewhere if we're doing a premiere or something like that. But it's a great episode. They talk about Tinder dates and horrible guys. So it'll fit right in with this podcast feed. But yeah, let's hop into what we're talking about today. So today we have a daughter who sues her own parents, a father who wants his son to stop playing sports.
Oh man, I saw that on the subreddit and I was excited I was hoping you'd choose that because I was like, oh, what could this be?
Oh, you didn't read it. Okay, good.
Oh no, I didn't read it. I never read, if there's an AITA, I never read it.
That's good. Yeah, to be fair, I do see some of your titles as well when I'm scrolling through. It's hard not to.
Yeah, it's hard not to see the titles when you're looking for your own stuff.
Exactly.
But, yeah. I never read the story.
Okay, good. Because it's a wild one. We also have a daughter who lies about her father's affair. An underage nephew isn't invited to a wedding. A friend tries to get with OP's girlfriend. And a bottle of ranch ends of date. I think you'll enjoy the ranch one. I think you'll enjoy it.
As someone, I don't know if I've said this on the podcast, and if I did, it must have been like an OG episode, but I really fucking do not like American condiments of any, like ketchup. Yes. Disgusting. Mustard. Oh, don't get me started. Relish, I can't believe is a thing. Mayo only tastes good if mixed with something spicy. And ranch, I do not understand. I do not get the hype.
So all the white people condiments. That makes sense.
Yeah. I feel bad saying that, but I was an extremely picky eater as a kid.
Yeah.
I only ate chicken nuggets and only with barbecue sauce. I like barbecue sauce. That's a white people thing.
Okay.
And yeah, I think barbecue sauce was like my only condiment. I didn't even like Asian condiments until I got older.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
To this day, I can't do ketchup. I can't do mustard.
Interesting.
And then relish. Don't even get me started.
Well, then you'll really love this story. It's a good one.
I know. I'm pumped up to hear that one.
I love condiments of all kinds. So almost too much, I think. So I'm like the opposite of you.
I think most people do really love a condiment. You know, I see that shout out. I think her name is Dawn on TikTok. I love her content. She's a British content creator. And she just tries like food from like different countries, mostly American food. And she's like obsessed with ranch. It's so fun to watch.
Yeah, because I'll do like pizza and ranch. We'll talk about this more during the episode, but yeah.
During the ranch part. Yeah.
Yeah. So for Patreon exclusive stories, we have a husband who doesn't want his wife to attend his brother's wedding. And
weird.
We have a boyfriend who says his girlfriend eats like a child. So if you want to hear those last two stories and get ad-free episode, it has nothing to do with the ranch, by the way. Separate stories. But if you want to hear those two stories and get ad-free episodes, head on over to patreon.com/cultivate podcast network. Sign up today. You also get bonus Wednesday stories if you're $10 patrons. And we do monthly bonus episodes now. Pumping out as much content as we physically can. Well, Sean
and yet
John.
we still get people mad at us. We'll talk about that when John comes back on, but sometimes people still don't think what we do is enough.
Yeah, which I get. I mean, I get.
I get. Yeah. In this economy, money goes a long way. Trust me.
Yeah.
But
and
let me tell you this, we're trying our bestest, our absolute bestest, guys.
Yeah, Sean and John both work full-time jobs, so it is hard to schedule around that, I guess, all the time. But yeah, well, we do as much as we can right now. But besides that, Sean, are you ready to hop into the stories for today?
I am. I feel weird doing this without John. I miss the guy.
Yeah. Full disclosure, we recorded an episode ahead of time with Sienna, and there was less puns in that episode. I would say none at all.
I feel like this is a whole week with no puns, no Sean jokes.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I feel like, it's a piece of the puzzle. What do they say? We're a three-legged table.
Yes, someone did say that.
Something like, yeah.
A tripod,
very kind.
Some would call
Love
it.
that. And it's true. Yeah, a tripod. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say we're less combative, you and I, Sean, but...
This is going to be a way more chill episode, guys.
Well, I don't know about that. We'll get mad at some of the people in the stories. I can guarantee that.
Oh, yeah. Maybe we'll fight each other over ranch.
Yeah, what we don't like about ranch or do like. All right, well, let's hop into the first story and see who's an asshole. So first story, I found this one myself. The rest are cross-posted, but this one was on Am I the Asshole? Am I the asshole for suing my parents for my college money?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems... Why would they have your college money?
It seems extreme.
Like, did they... Yeah, it seems wild to... I don't know.
It's a tough one.
Predict Sean. I'll say yes. Suing your parents seems pretty rough.
Yeah.
Unless it's like over something crazy. And, college is expensive. So maybe it is crazy. But first thought, I'm going to say yes.
Yeah, it's definitely
OP is the asshole.
The most American title I could think of. I'm suing my own parents.
Yeah. So in like other first world countries, is suing not like a thing?
Definitely Canada. I feel a lot of our culture, or a lot of your culture, leaks
are
up
pretty
here.
Similar.
Yeah. So,
yeah, I'm sorry about that. Apologies.
It's fine. There's good and bad to that. But yeah,
for sure. There's
definitely suing pretty common in Canada, I feel. And college is definitely still expensive up here. So the story could relate to us as well. We'll say North American stories then.
There we go.
All right, let's hop into it and see if you are correct. So my great aunt set up a savings account for all of her female relatives. In our culture, education for women is not really valued, and she thought that was bullshit. That is bullshit.
I agree.
She lived with her father in London, where she was educated. She went on to attend university and became a doctor. She married a British man, they moved to America, and had a great life. She funded the education of as many of her nieces and grandnieces as she could. And when she passed away, she left money for every girl relative that she could. That's fucking awesome. She's a badass.
Sounds, fucking amazing.
Yeah, holy. My parents managed to access the accounts that were set up for my sister and me. They then used it to pay for my brother's wedding.
No.
Yeah. My sister didn't care because she got married 2 years out of high school and had no intentions of going to college. When I graduated, I went to the bank to get money for school, and it was almost all gone. There was only like $13,000 left, which for anyone outside of North America, $13,000 is maybe a year of school. Maybe
a semester.
Maybe a semester, depending on what school.
You go.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid, guys. It's very predatory, I feel like. But also, wow, who was it? Her grandma
Great aunt.
or great aunt? She's a beast. They used up all your money, and there's still 13,000 in there.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she's a monster. She's fucking awesome. I want a book on her.
Actually, that'd be great. Someone should write a book. That's what you should do. You should write a book about your great aunt. She sounds like she had a great
an amazing life.
Yeah. Well, because she made it amazing by her own.
Yeah, because she worked to make that life. She willed that into existence.
Yeah. Yeah. Good for her. I asked my parents about it, and they said they needed the money. I finally found out where the money went. I got furious. I got student loans, and I moved out. I am now a great source of shame to them, and I don't give two fucks. I'm currently suing them for the money that was left to me. My entire family is against me now. They think I'm a complete asshole for airing out private family business in public, and that I'm putting money ahead of my family. My friends are all on my side, but they are all Americans and don't really get my culture. To be honest, neither do I. My brother called me up and offered to pay for university if I dropped the lawsuit. I agreed as long as we had a legally binding contract. He then said I was an asshole for not trusting him, which why would she trust you after all this?
I mean, honestly, we've talked about this like in multiple occasions. If you're doing something like that is going to be an insane amount of money or is going to be like a huge life change
or a surrogate,
you have to have something written down. Yeah, the surrogate. But like, yeah, even with the three of us, John, Josh, and I would say we're very close friends and we trust each other quite a bit. But even we have to put legally binding documents down to, be in this partnership together. Like you can't just do everything off of trust. You have to have something just in case.
Even marriage is legally bounded by a contract. You know what I mean? Like even love, which should be full trust, is legally bounding for a reason. So yeah.
Crazy for him to get mad about. It feels like I wasn't really going to fund all of it type of deal anyways.
Just get you to drop it. I said he should not have accepted the money for his wedding. It is causing all kinds of embarrassment in our community. I'm somewhat ashamed to be doing this, but I don't want to have debt I should not have. So am I the asshole?
I retract my statement, I think. Again, I am not, like you said, I'm like your American friends. I don't know all about your culture and how that works. But I mean, it's money that was intended for you that was taken. That feels like stealing. Again, it was entrusted to your parents. So maybe you don't really have any like legally binding ownership to that money.
I'd imagine there'd be some sort of, it's weird that they were able to access the account. It should have been put into like a trust or something like that. But I don't know how they were able to gain access to it, but there should be somewhere legally in writing that it was yours. So hopefully you can get the money back, or at least, a good portion of it. Because debt in America and Canada is crazy. It racks up very quickly, especially if you're going to 4 years. Oh yeah. And that saddles with you for years. Like I still have debt, student debt, and I've been out of school for 5 years now, maybe. It's crazy.
I mean, all types of debt is so, maybe I'm sounding real liberal here, but it sounds like all debt is kind of predatory.
It is by definition. It is
like, just like the fucking, this is somebody, maybe I'm personally dealing with some, but like the interest rates are so crazy. Like you're finally making a dent in some things and then bam, that interest hits you and you're like, God damn, I guess a never ending drowning type of feeling sometimes.
Yeah. It's these banks being like, here's money, but with the stipulation that you'll pay me back with more money eventually. It's like, that's obviously predatory.
And the thing is like, all they do is, that's why all those banks, that's why that bank collapsed. You know what I mean? Like, they'll take all your money and then like give it to other people in hopes to get more money. And then like, sometimes it just doesn't work out in their favor and then they get saved. Yeah. What about us, man?
Where's our bailout?
Why don't we get it saved? Where the fuck is our bailout, man? Anyways.
No, I agree.
I retract my statement completely. If there is some legally binding proof that is your money, then they stole it without your consent. I mean, all stealing, but they stole it.
True, like all stealing is without consent.
All stealing is without consent by definition, I guess. But like, it's wild that they didn't even be like, "Hey, can we do this?"
Yes.
They just fucking took it. Like they were entitled to that money, even though it was yours. So I think, maybe this is the American me coming out, but fucking sue them.
Sue the fuck out of them and then take some land. That's the American way. Or maybe that's
Take
the
their
British
fucking
way.
house, man.
Yeah, true. To pay them back, I can only imagine how much was actually in there. If she's like, there was only 13,000 left.
Only 13,000. And for every niece.
Yeah.
I need to read her life story.
Your great aunt was rolling in it. Holy.
Yeah, she was killing it.
Yeah, I agree. Not the asshole. Get what you can. I mean, it's bullshit that you have to pay student loans anyway. That's the leftist in me, but
Same.
Yeah. And I know for a fact a lot of our listeners are from Europe. They agree with that because they're just like, yeah, we don't pay for schooling, or they pay very little.
Pay for school, or
not in Europe. In Europe, yeah,
yeah.
Most European countries, it's either heavily subsidized or paid for. So,
fucking crazy.
Which makes sense.
I mean, crazy, fantastic. It's crazy it's crazy bad how we're living here. And again, we say this all the time with anything regarding like weddings. Like, if you can't afford it, change it. You don't have to. And again, I know this is a cultural thing. I know some cultures have weddings that are very, very extravagant and expensive. And maybe it is embarrassing to not have one of those. But, at the end of the day, don't do what you can't afford. You know what I mean? Like,
you're talking about the brother's wedding, right?
Yeah, the brother's wedding.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I agree.
I don't know.
If you can't afford it, don't do it. That's
yeah, you can't do it.
Yeah. Cool. Well, with that, we'll move on to the next story, which is the one you wanted to talk about. Cross-posted by Darius Voldar. Am I the asshole? I want my son to stop playing sports. Phrase that title poorly off the bat already.
Sneak peek. I do that all over Monday's episode.
True.
Apologies.
I didn't do that, but he did that. Or she. I guess we don't know. What do you think, Sean?
I think sports can help a lot in a lot of ways. You learn discipline, you learn kind of process, work hard, and you get to socialize. So I think sports are great. Martial arts played a huge factor in my life. I loved that I got to do that. But again, looking at, from the parent side, if my kid is doing like 5 sports and I'm spending a ton of money, like at some point I got to be like, I kind of want you to just do like maybe one.
True.
So I could see both ways. And I'm going to go with the parent is, man. You know what? I'm already starting 0-1. So if I just end up sucking all episode, I don't care. I have nothing to lose now. So I'm going to say the parent is not the asshole.
Okay. I like it. Yeah, like hockey is so fucking expensive. Like the equipment, and like football, the same thing. That's not as common up here, but down south. Yeah. So I could see it being a pricey endeavor as well. But let's hop into it and see if you're going to go 1 for 1 or 0-1 or 0-2. Sorry. So this is a fake account. I, 42 male, have one son with my ex-wife. We have been divorced for 9 years. She has full custody, and I get him every other weekend. My issue is that he's played soccer and bowling for years. It has interfered with my time. He seems to have something every Saturday. I asked his mom if he could take a break, and she told me if I want him to stop playing, I'd have to tell him myself. So I called my son. He is 13. I told him that him playing sports is taking up too much of my time. Plus, I don't like that he's broken 2 bones. And
I was wrong.
and countless bruises and scrapes. I'm afraid some people will think he's abused. Just 2 weeks ago, he showed up with 3 cuts on his leg. When I asked his mom what happened, she said, who knows? He's always out and about. So after I told him, he basically said he wanted to keep playing, that soccer is his favorite thing and bowling is fun too. He basically told me I never go anyways, so it's no big deal. Now, he is right. I never played sports, so I don't get the fun. I called his mom and said he wants to play sports, but I won't contribute anymore. I did say again that I don't like the idea of him playing. He has broken 2 bones. I told her I may consider talking to a lawyer, and she laughed. Am I the asshole?
Yeah, I'm going to say yeah. Wrong again. Brother, am I off? I need John's presence to be correct.
Maybe that's it. He balances you.
Yeah, he balances me out. But yeah, your kid wants to play, let him play. You know what I mean? Broken bones, as unfortunate as they are, they happen.
Yeah.
And I feel 3 cuts on a leg, no one's going to be like, he's fucking getting abused.
As a 13-year-old boy. Like,
yeah. I was like, at least when we were kids, that seems pretty fucking normal to come home with like scrapes and bruises just from being out with your friends.
Yeah.
Doing stuff. You know what I mean? Like it just happens. You know what I mean?
I played soccer a lot of my life as a kid. And like during the summer months, spring months, fall months, you know, my legs were just bruised to shit because it's like you're getting kicked in the shin, you're sliding, you know, like there's scrapes everywhere on your legs. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
And no one thinks twice. It's when it's like face. That's when people are like, oh, maybe abuse. You know what I mean? There's a it's very different level of like injuries with sports. Also, you're not going to your kids' sports. You're the reason that you're not spending time with your kid.
Yeah, that's wild. I didn't understand that at first. I was like, wait, so he has him on the weekends, but he's not like taking him or like he's not there?
So he just has bowling on Saturday or something like that. And he's just like, I'm not going to go because I don't find sports interesting. It's like, who gives a fuck what you like? Like, it's your son.
Yeah. You have 5 days a week to do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Yeah.
You got 2 days with your kid. Make him count. Do stuff that he likes. Do stuff that makes him excited to be around. Or I don't know. That's so weird to be like, oh man, my kid wants to bowl. No way. He actually has to stop bowling so I can spend time with him and make him do stuff he doesn't want to do.
Yeah, like, it's a wild take. You don't. We've talked about this before. It's usually men with daughters that don't want to spend time with them. That's mostly the stories we talk about. So this is, you know, but it's the same thing. Like you're not interested in that what your kid is interested in, so you just immediately write it off and don't want to do it. It's like, well, no fucking wonder you don't spend time with your kid because he doesn't. You don't show any interest in him.
Yeah, you're actively choosing not to.
Yeah.
He's not saying you're not invited to watch me bowl or to play bowling with me. You're not invited to my fucking soccer games. Sounds like you're invited and you're just like, sports aren't fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's like, you never fucking come
kid,
anyway.
Bro. Dude, 13. Oh, that's fucking awesome to say.
Yeah.
You're never there anyways, man. What are you talking about?
Why do you want me to stop? Just show up and we'll spend time together.
Like a 13-year-old son calling you a fucking deadbeat dad, dude.
Yeah.
Take that as a sign. Take that as a sign to be there for your kid, man.
When your 13-year-old is more emotionally mature than you to realize that, no, this is your fault for not being there.
Yeah, he's 13 and he has his passions. Spend time nurturing him and his passions.
That's
weird.
100% what it is, Sean. Yeah. So I hope that one lived up to your expectations.
Yeah. I mean, I was just like, yeah, this has to be like sports are expensive. We gotta, it's hard to budget this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was just, I don't like going to them. So I don't want my son to play them. Fuck you, man. That's wild.
It is wild. Cause like, I'm just trying to think like something I'm not really interested in, but I don't know, like a musical. I don't love musicals, but if my kid was into them, I'd fucking go every rehearsal.
Hell yeah.
It's just, you do stuff for your kids because you care about them, not necessarily the thing that they're doing.
It's the exact same thing. Like when I danced for, when I did the hip hop dance thing for a while, my parents didn't give a shit about dance, but whenever, it became like obviously a part of my life, they got into dance. You know what I mean? They fucking were there at the shows. They didn't love that I practiced so late at night at past curfew and things like that. But like they always loved the performances. They supported it, shared the YouTube videos, things like that. They were great. And it seems like as a parent, that should kind of be the status quo, especially if you don't get to spend a lot of time with them. Yeah. Oh man, that frustrates me. It reminds me of like the coding dad. Fuck that guy.
Yeah,
I'll never forget that guy. That guy fucking sucks.
The programming princess or whatever. Yeah.
Yes. If you haven't heard that story, it's probably a few weeks ago.
Yeah, in March.
By now.
I don't know
but
when it was.
Infuriating. Absolutely infuriating.
Yeah. All right. Well, speaking of sports, we'll end out the first period. Sean 0-2.
Whoa.
We'll hit an ad break. See if he can come back and get back into it in the second period.
Comeback story. Here we go.
There's 4 periods if you count the Patreon. I don't know what sport this is, but get into
6 quarters. I don't think that makes sense.
I don't know, but anyway, here's an ad, and we're back, ready to start up the second period, or second quarter. I guess quarter makes sense.
Yeah, maybe the Patreon is overtime and double overtime.
Genius. You're a
If
genius, Sean.
If I can tie it.
I love it. All right. So let's get into this next story. Cross-posted by Flying Plant. Am I the asshole for lying that my dad was having an affair to prove that my stepmom reads my diary?
Oh.
Yeah.
Great way to prove it. I feel like you could have made up a lie about yourself.
Fair.
Possibly. And instead of dragging your dad into this, because if you're doing this, you're pretty sure that she's reading it already. So I feel like you should have made like, I'm gonna fucking, I don't know, make up some sort of lie about you.
Yeah.
I'm fucking 1,000 people at school, it's something crazy that she would obviously maybe get mad at. I don't know.
Yeah, I actually failed my math test or something like that. Like something.
Yeah, that's probably something better.
Smaller.
Yeah. I will say you're not the asshole for trying to, prove that your stepmother is reading your diary, which is obviously bad, no go. But dragging your dad into it, I think, does sort of make you the asshole. So I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes, you're the asshole.
You could also say everyone sucks if you want to go with that.
Oh, everyone sucks.
Okay. Because that's what it sounded like you were saying. And then you said you're the asshole. So I just wanted to give you another option.
I think
there.
essentially the major crime is your stepmom reading your diary.
Yeah.
But the minor crime is dragging your innocent father into potentially divorce.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's hop into it and see if this ends up in a divorce. So my 16 female stepmom, 40-ish female, Ariel, is really immature and honestly acts like a 9-year-old sometimes. She's the type of person who makes fun of someone for having a hearing aid or wearing glasses. Weird.
What the fuck?
That's super ableist. That's wild.
That reminds me of and this is just because I watched a video recently about it, but like did you watch Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Yeah.
Whenever, I guess Bucky was trying to like tell the new Captain America, like, oh, I guess you'll have to look really hard. And he got really defensive. He was like, well, I have 20/20 vision, actually. He's like, whoa, dude. Okay.
Calm down.
Cool, man. Cool, dude.
It's okay to nod.
Yeah, it's fine if you wear glasses, brother.
Yeah, that's wild. This is where it gets even worse. She also says bigoted things, i.e. there was someone on TV wearing a turban and Ariel said, ew, why would anyone want to look like a Muslim? So I do my best to avoid her.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fucking...
I think if you got your dad divorced, you might be saving him, actually.
You might be. Yeah.
So in some aspects, I feel wrong already.
Fair. But Ariel won't stop reading my diary. I found out because she said I wrote rude things about her cousin Loretta and tried to punish me over it. I didn't write anything rude about Loretta, just that she was condescending to me and I didn't like her comments. It's a super reasonable thing to say.
Yeah.
Dad just told me to respect adults and didn't say anything to Ariel about reading my diary. I've moved the diary multiple times, but Ariel kept finding it and reading it. She'll make comments and say things that she would only know from actively reading my diary. I've told my dad and he won't do anything. He makes an excuse that, oh, you don't know Ariel reads your diary, when she clearly does. I got fed up with it.
What the fuck? How else would she know these things?
Yeah, these super intimate details about you. I got fed up with it, so I tried talking to Ariel one more time about respecting my privacy and not reading my diary. I then wrote in my diary that I caught my dad having an affair with our neighbor, Michael or Michelle. Either way. Ariel ended up reading my diary the next day and freaked out. She yelled at my dad, went to Michael's or Michelle's house and yelled at them, and then drove somewhere else. My family on my mom and dad's side all thought it was super funny and told me that I taught Ariel an overdue lesson about respecting privacy and not being nosy. But Ariel and my family on my dad's side are furious with me, and I'm still grounded at his house. They said that Ariel is just curious and wants to know what's going on in my life, and I should appreciate that Ariel wants to be involved instead of embarrassing the family in front of the neighbor. Am I the asshole?
Yeah, I'll say, I think actually I'm going to sort of say I was right, at least in my estimation. I don't think dragging your dad into this was good, but I think
I will say, I think it's fair.
mean, I guess, yeah, maybe it is fair because he is constantly ignoring your pleas.
Yeah. Like he didn't do anything to help you.
I was wrong. I'm 0-3. Yeah. I'm 0-3. Fuck it.
Oh, no.
I tried to give myself one, but you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
There's no overtime. But yeah. No, yeah, you're absolutely right because you talk to him multiple times and he's like, you don't know that. Like, how else is she gonna know that I talked about fucking Loretta? You know, how does she know what I wrote about Loretta if she's not reading it out of my diary?
Yeah.
So actually,
something you've never said out loud.
Yeah. You're in the clear, actually. Your dad sucks. Your stepmom sucks. The family on your dad's side also suck. It's just, I think you fair grounds when everybody knows what's going on.
I agree. I think it's funny. I think Michael or Michelle, whoever it was, the neighbor, kind of got caught in the crossfire there.
Oh yeah.
But
ruined their day.
Could you imagine you fucking cheating on me? And then whatever, Michael or Michelle's wife or husband is sitting there like, did you fucking have an affair? Just fuck up the whole neighborhood.
Hey, what the fuck is she talking about?
But I will say this, even if your dad was like on your side and a good person, I still think you're not the asshole even in that scenario because you're writing in your diary. That's something private to you. So if anyone reads that, that's on them. Really, that's their fault. And you know, she's just kind of fucking around and finding out.
That's true. That's true.
So I think even in your scenario, Sean, I think she still would not be the asshole because she's writing something private in her personal diary and her privacy is getting disrespected. And, you know, I think this is that petty revenge that I love coming out to life.
Yeah, John would be eating this up. John would love this
story. Yeah, so both your parents, stepmom and dad, are assholes. If she wants to be...
Love your mom's side of the family.
Yeah, just
they're loving it.
Hell yeah. That's why I divorced his ass. If she wants to be involved in your life, which is the excuse she kept making and your dad kept making for her, fucking ask you. Talk to the daughter. Like, talk to her like she's a person. Don't snoop behind her back.
Yeah.
Awful people. And Sean is 0-3. It's not looking good.
I'm 0-3, guys.
Patrons, if
I
he
have
doesn't...
a chance to get it to a tie.
Patrons, if he doesn't tie this up, we're not doing a bonus stories. So,
holy moly! Oh God!
I'm just kidding because it's not looking good. So I don't want to promise that.
Yeah, I don't even think I could tie it. How many stories are left?
There's 3 more.
Oh, there's 3 more. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Speaking of, let's hop into the next one. So this one's cross-posted by _Stan. Fucking love that.
Jeez.
Am I the asshole for not giving my sister her wedding dress because she didn't invite my underage son?
Yes. Ooh. Oh man, I've been wrong all day today. But yes, I think you're the asshole for not giving her her dress. If it's like an adult only wedding, and you know, if that means you can't have your kid there, I mean, it's their wedding. You know what I mean?
It's a pretty cut and dry one, Sean. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I think with no context, but you know, as we've seen all episode,
it'd be a shame for you to go 0-4.
Yeah. As we've seen all episode long, I can and often am wrong. So,
oh man. Yeah. You're off without the third person. That's
yeah. I need John to bounce off of, I guess.
As much as he tortures you, bud. I think he.
Yeah, maybe it's like every major athlete, dude. They need the chip on their shoulder in order to perform. I need John's aggravating puns in order to get my predictions on.
John's your verbally abusive parent who you just hear on your shoulder when you're running that final 100 meters.
Yeah, like every artist that was like, yeah, and shout out to Mrs. So-and-so, my 4th grade teacher, who told me I would never be anything. This Grammy is for you.
So whenever you get the full 100% episode of guessing, you'll have to dedicate it to John.
This is for you, John.
All right. Well, let's see if this slips, that your record slips even lower. So,
oh God.
I, 40 male, have a sister, 30 female, who is getting married in a week. The groom proposed to her a year ago at a family dinner that left everyone speechless, but very happy for them as they are longtime companions. During this dinner time, my sister asked my son, 17 male, to make her a wedding dress. My son has always loved design and fashion. He took technical courses in these areas and sewing, and even his friends keep asking for his clothes because they are also beautiful. He agreed, but
I'm going to say this. It's not looking good for me so far. The kid is 17 and making the wedding dress. It's looking real bad for your boy right now. It's not looking good. I was thinking a kid like, a child. This is almost a legal adult.
I'm getting so much enjoyment.
And he's making the wedding dress. I feel like he should be there. I feel like he should have been invited. Oh man.
This is so good. I'm enjoying this more than the actual stories.
Oh, I've never been so down bad.
He agreed, but said that he needed time and that he would need her opinion constantly. At first, my sister was very annoying. My son drew about 50 dress designs in a month, and she only liked one, which he continued with. He sewed it with great quality fabric, which I paid for as I wanted to get involved in a certain way. For 5 months, he made several adjustments to suit her wishes, as she always complained about something. After a while, he arrived at the final model, and it was just amazing. My mother cried seeing my sister in the dress, and I confessed that I got emotional as well. The problem was that last week, my son came to talk to me about the wedding invitation that had not arrived for him. I thought maybe he didn't need one, but it still felt weird. I messaged my sister raising this issue, and she replied that she didn't want any underage people at her wedding because there would be alcohol. I asked if she was going to make an exception for my son, but she cut me off and said no. There were no children in our family. My son is the only minor, so I don't see any sense in making the rule for the family members. And to make it worse, my son is very sad and cried because he spent months on this dress and couldn't go to the wedding. I was very upset and told my sister that she should look for another dress as soon as possible, as she would no longer wear the one my son made. She called and yelled at me saying I was being unreasonable and that I couldn't do this. My mother called me saying I should deliver the dress and follow the rules, but I didn't and hung up on her. Because of this, the family is divided. Many agree with me and condemn my sister's actions, saying that she should make an exception, but another part says I'm unreasonable and spoiling her big day. I don't think I'm being wrong, but just rational and paying her back in kind. So am I the asshole?
Oh, man. This one is tough. Because I thought, at the end of the day, my rule kind of still applies, but also the kid is 17. He's... I get you want legal for drinking, but just don't give him drinks. I mean, what's the big deal? They have kids at wedding. I had kids at my wedding, and there was alcohol there. You know what I mean? It's not like the bartenders are serving the minors' kids, serving the kids, aka minors, drinks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no harm in him being there. It's like going to any sort of restaurant that also serves alcohol. It's fine.
Plus, I would say, with the maturity he's shown in designing and building, creating this dress for you, and putting up with your bullshit basically for the last few months. I think it's only fair to invite him. It's not like he's super underage either. He's 1 year under 18, and if it's America, it's 21 to drink. But still, like you said, he doesn't need to drink alcohol. It's not like he's going to be screaming during your ceremony or anything like that, because that's the first thing when I think of kids at a wedding or something
weddings,
like that. Yeah, it's screaming when you're trying to say your vows. So I get the rule, but I think you should make an exception for him. And again, it is your wedding, but also he did a lot of work for you to create your perfect dress. So
and also it's wild that
you're doing.
You couldn't come with some sort of compromise where he can come for the ceremony and the first dance or whatever, but as soon as the dance floor opens, is there any chance he can leave? Maybe some sort of compromise because
he's old enough to drive. He can leave.
Yeah. The sister didn't offer any sort of compromise. It was just no. Yeah. He didn't get the invitation because he's not invited.
Which is wild. I don't think you're an asshole as a dad. You're just kind of standing up for your kid. And I wouldn't say this for most, underage wedding stories, but I don't think you're the asshole in this scenario.
Yeah, I think this is the nail in the coffin, right? This is the 4. 0-4.
0-4. Yeah.
But that's okay. If anything, this episode is my love letter to John that I need him. So,
Dear John,
dear John,
you're now
I love you,
you're
brother.
now Swiftie.
Yeah. Is that a song of hers?
Yes, Dear John is a very popular song of hers, written for John Mayer.
Wow. Oh man.
Yeah.
I imagine it's not in good light.
To be honest, I like Taylor Swift songs, but I can't say I'm in the lore, so I can't confirm.
Yeah, I don't know the lore.
Yeah, we'll have to have
But you know,
someone on
if
to tell us
whatever
someday.
comes on the radio, I'm like, oh, that's catchy. That's nice.
Yeah, all their songs are bangers. So,
The purple is it Purple Haze one? That's the new one.
oh yeah,
I think
that is
that one's.
I think that's
that was a bop. That one's good.
It is good. Yeah. So there's a quick update here. First, I would like to thank all the comments and suggestions. I didn't really expect my post to resonate so much. Reddit deemed him not an asshole.
Nice.
I talked to my son about the suggestions you guys gave me, and he agreed to sell the dress at market price. He calculated the price and everything.
We didn't even say that. I assumed this whole time that she was. Yeah, I guess he paid for all the materials, but I assumed she was gonna pay him something. I didn't assume that this was a free dress, is what I'm saying.
I don't know if she was going to pay him anything. It sounded like it was kind of
like
going to be a
no.
wedding gift. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
so
if-
that's even
which-
crazier.
Yeah.
That she was getting a free wedding dress and couldn't invite the one that designed and physically put it together. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That is wild.
Yeah.
So he calculated the price of everything and the value was quite high. We sent the proposal to my sister and she hated it. She said she couldn't afford it because it was too expensive and it should be a gift because she's family.
No.
I responded by saying that it's too easy to say she was family to get a free dress, but not enough to include my son. She cried on the call and begged me not to ruin her day. I ended the call because that was bullshit. At no point did she offer to just let my son go, nor apologize for it. And for everyone who said that maybe she's homophobic, I'm not sure. I think who could be influencing her is her fiance, who is a Christian and has never been close to my son. However, I don't care if he's doing it or not. If she wants to exclude my son from this event, then she'll be also cutting ties with me. Yeah, that's most of it.
Again, this is another case of can't afford it, alter it. You know what I mean? You can't afford the wedding dress. Sorry, you got to alter your plans. You know what I mean? Like
The plan could have just been invite your nephew to your fucking wedding and you get it for free, which is, I mean, still taking advantage of him, but at least then he's getting something out of it.
yeah, I didn't know that you were expecting this to be a free gift the entire time, which is so crazy for you to not even compromise a little bit. You're getting a free dress. You know how much money you just saved? Yeah, that's a lot.
A lot.
Wedding dresses are a lot. Again, I don't know. Yeah, we talk about this on Monday, but the wedding tax is alive and real. You put wedding in front of anything, you quadruple the price. But
if not more.
if not more. But yeah, it's so crazy to feel so entitled to this thing that you're not willing to make any sort of compromise. I get it. It's your wedding. You don't want to have minors there. But again, it's like 1 year away from being legal in Canada, I think, right? You could drink at 18 in Canada?
And 19.
19. Okay. Well,
I
still.
forget. I think Quebec is 18. Everywhere else is 19.
And I feel like Europe is also 18. I could be wrong.
I think Europe is 18, yeah.
Wikimaniacs, but I remember some of my friends in early college, under 21, were like, yeah, it's cheaper to just buy alcohol than drink water. But
yeah, I have a lot of friends that, because I went to college in Ottawa, and so they just cross the border and go drink there in their first year.
yeah. So, I mean, it's like, depending on where you are, it's 3 years before, you know, he can legally
But
drink.
also,
and again, he doesn't even have to drink. So why does it matter? Why does it matter so bad? I could get it if the kid was like 13 and didn't make you a goddamn wedding dress. But I feel like at any age, if a fucking 6-year-old made your wedding dress, they're entitled to be there. For free, they gave you a free wedding dress. You know,
well, that's literally like getting you a wedding gift to come to your wedding, right?
Yeah,
like that's essentially what that is. And so, shitty. I also hope it wasn't for homophobic reasons.
Yeah, I really hope it's not for homophobic reasons.
Yeah,
but that
would make me very sad. But it wouldn't shock me from what we've heard. So
unfortunately, lots of Christians are give the rest of us well-meaning Christians a bad name by being so you guys
Yeah.
know the stereotypes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the stereotypes are there for a reason, which sucks.
There's a whole thing in hockey with their pride nights right now. I won't get into it because it's a very long story. But,
I mean, it's the same. I imagine it's similar to like Republicans here in the States being so against drag shows. And
it's not quite to that extreme, but it's like, okay, so I'll get into it quickly here. So hockey teams everywhere have started doing pride nights at least once a year where they wear rainbow color, logo on their jersey for warm-ups. And
so it's not even during the game. It's just a warm-up.
No. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And there are players who refuse to wear the pride jerseys because of their quote religion. And it's like, oh man, I don't understand.
I mean, I guess that's not just Christians in general. Like there's I guess multiple religions that are still kind of stuck in that.
I said religions, but it's been all Christians so far. So
yikes.
Anyway, we won't get into that too much, but it's made me sad being a hockey fan recently.
Yeah. Especially if you like a player, it's like, damn.
Luckily actually my team just had someone who didn't either, but there's also the complications because he has family in Russia and they're very anti-LGBTQ. So it's like, is he really doing it out of hate or is he doing it out of fear? It's not clear. But anyway,
yeah, it's always
a whole
weird.
thing. I won't get into it.
Yeah, it's always tough whenever like it's a mandated thing, because then, everybody should have their choice or whatever. But also, it shouldn't be hard for you to just fucking, what's the big deal?
Well, that's the thing. It is a choice. They have the choice not to wear it. But I also have the choice to be like, oh, you're a bigot for not wearing it.
Yeah, you suck.
So anyway, with that, we're going to hit a quick break and then we'll be right back with some final stories here. And we're back.
Hello.
Sean, let's get through this last two stories here and then into the Patreon.
I don't think I'm going to get any
one
right. I don't think my confidence is low.
I'm sure you can probably get one of these right. Maybe. We'll see. This one cross-posted by Sad Lower Score Taxi. Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend that I told her so after one of her male friends tried to get with her?
I feel like she's already been through the traumatic experience of having to go through that very awkward situation and then to end it with I told you so. Probably not great on your part.
Not great. Yeah.
So I will go with my gut reaction and say, again, we're asking, are you the asshole for saying I told you so? I will say it's hard to not be the asshole and say that. So I'm just going to go with the odds and say, yes, you're the asshole.
I like it.
I feel
still willing.
like I'm going to be wrong.
Well, let's see, Sean. My girlfriend and I have been together for about a year now. My girlfriend has more than a few guy friends, and I'm not one of those guys that think men and women can't be friends. However, with two of these guys, it's very clear that they want more than just friendship from her. Like clear as day to the point where I don't get how she doesn't see it. If I can notice just by the weird energy that they exude when I'm present, she should be able to get it too, right? Wrong. Anytime I have pointed this out, she gets upset with me. She tells me that I'm being jealous and reading into things that aren't there. I argue back that I'm just letting her know as a guy, I could probably tell much better than she can since women tend to be a little slow regarding things like this. So 2 nights ago, she was hanging out with her friends and one of the guys was present. From what she told me, they were all drinking and he said something that implied that he would like to be with her. She was made uncomfortable by this and ended the night shortly after. Fast forward to yesterday morning, she got a series of texts apologizing for what he said and then backpedaling saying he would treat her so much better than me and she's wasting her time with me.
Oh.
She of course said no and was upset with him. After she told me, I just read the text and simply said, wow, who could have seen this coming? A bit sarcastically. This
Bad
set her
reaction,
off and she got mad. She said I was being a huge asshole to her and she had no way of seeing this coming. She's been pissed with me ever since. Am I the asshole?
I'm going to stand by my guns here. I think I don't think you handled that reaction correctly, brother. I think I'm going to take the dub on this one. It's hard to
I'll give it to you, Sean.
Okay, thank you. It's hard to self-appoint a dub but yeah, I think this guy, you can be right, but that doesn't mean you should shove it in that person's face, especially for something like this. I feel like as men, I don't know if this is a stereotype, but I feel oftentimes men are like, oh yeah, oh, they're feeling me, or things like that. You know what I mean? Like when, no, it's just a woman talking to you like a regular person. And then the guy's like
being friendly.
yeah, just being fucking normal. And then the guy will be like, oh, she wants this. You know what I mean? And it's just like, no, brother, she's just treating you like any normal human, you know, not like she would treat anybody else. But I feel like if she feels like there was no way to see this coming, then take her word for it, or at least support her in decision. You could see she's upset about what's going on. No need to make her like more angry about it.
It would be one thing if you got angry at him, but you got angry at her when she didn't do anything. She told you straight up, and she shut that down as soon as he was like, "I treat you better," and she was like, "No," and then showed you the text. She was very, very transparent with the whole situation, and you just kind of shoved it back in her face and called her an asshole, or like was like, "Oh, you're an idiot for not seeing this." It's like, dude, she's trusting you with this information and like coming to you for comfort, because one of her friends that she is like now realizing that she can't be friends with anymore, that friendship's gone. And so she's trying to come for comfort, and you're just like, no, I told you so. And then on top of that, there was also the one line here. I can probably tell much better than she can, since women tend to be a little slow regarding things like this.
Whenever you read that, I had a slight smile, because I was like, I think I might have won one. I think I might have got one. But yeah,
one.
Brother, I hate when you when anybody speaks about any group of people as if they're like a monolith. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you know, girls are always slower than this. You know, or like anything like that. Like everybody is different, man. There's not. Yeah, you can't just speak in absolutes.
Because there's definitely men who have been in this situation too, where they just didn't read the or did miscommunication or whatever, and one of their friends is into them. You know what I mean? Like that can happen.
Yes.
It doesn't mean they're in the wrong. You don't have to belittle them.
Yeah, because like when I first started, when I was like in dance life and stuff or whatever, and I was dating Nancy or whatever, she'd be like, "Oh, did you notice like blah blah blah?" They were like checking you out. Because I guess, you know, when I was dance life, I was in a leadership position a lot of times, or like I was a teacher or something like that. And, you know, if they don't know that I'm dating Nancy, you know, whatever, I guess. But Nancy will be like, oh, did you see them? They were definitely checking you out. And I was like, I do not think so, but, you know, whatever. If they were.
You're lying.
Yeah, too bad. I don't know. People of different genders, different, you know, religions, everyone's different, you know. Men can definitely be oblivious to this type of thing. So it's weird for him to say that. And two, I think that the core of this all is just like when you're dating somebody, or, you know, even with friendship, sometimes people just want to be fucking heard. You know what I mean? They don't need you to say anything except just agree. You know what I mean? Or just nod your head and be like, yeah, that's fucking crazy. That sucks.
Yeah. You know, that sucks. I'm here for you.
Like I said, prior to the story even being said, I feel like maybe 99.999 times, or 99.9999% of the times when somebody says, I told you so, they're always going to be the asshole, I feel like.
I think so too. Yeah.
That was a very contrived 99% of the time, 60% of the time, it works every time. You know what I mean? But yeah,
if you say that saying.
Yeah, if you say I told you so, I think you're probably a dickhead.
Yeah, because you don't need to. If it makes you feel better, you could think it in your own mind, being like, I was right. But like you shouldn't care about that, because you're in a relationship with this person. You should care about their feelings over you being correct about something shitty that happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wild. Sean, congratulations.
Oh, yeah. Got one. Maybe I don't need you, John. I'm just kidding. That one I think was a very easy one to set up.
It was. That was the one that I knew you would get for sure. That I was like, oh, yeah, you should be able to get this one unless you're real off today. But
yeah, time to go back to being wrong.
Yeah. So final one here, cross-posted by Boatington3. Am I the asshole because I brought a bottle of ranch into a restaurant?
I'll say no. I'll say fucking no. Okay. I do think when you do things like this, you should be more sneaky. Like I'm all for like those keychains that have like hot sauce, because some restaurants just don't fucking season their food. You know what I mean? So sometimes you got to
Yeah,
put some hot sauce on it. So I am an advocate for bringing what you need to, like, I see all the time on TikTok, people bringing like tortillas to Korean barbecue places to make like little Korean barbecue tacos and things like that. I get
smart.
it. You know, that's fun. But I will say bringing a whole, like, if you brought a whole bottle of ranch to like a fucking steakhouse or like a fancy place, it's pretty difficult to not look weird with that. You know what I mean? You're kind of ruin the ambiance of the place.
Yeah. Oh,
I'll say
Sean.
no. I'll say no. You're not the asshole.
Okay. So last night I went to dinner with Michael. It was our third date and he took me to one of his favorite restaurants. It was a hole-in-the-wall Polish/Hungarian place. We ordered food and he ordered a sampler platter so I could try different things. There's very few things I don't eat with ranch. I just like it and it helps make some things go easy.
Oh man, that's so funny.
And helps make some things easier to eat, so I always have it with my meals. That is, fuck, I like ranch, but not that much.
Yeah, I mean, I get it with hot sauces, so maybe ranch is the same rule, I guess.
I guess.
I think it's very funny. It's a very
I just
quirk.
think hot sauce has a more versatile range of foods it can be put on than ranch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like eating anything with ranch is pretty different. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a pizza, a ranch, like a pizza, wings, burger type
salad.
of thing. Like salad, yeah, of course, veggies. You know, but like what all are you putting ranch on? I'm interested.
Like pasta. What are we doing here?
Yeah,
like,
what are you doing with the ranch? Hungarian
I'm
food.
curious.
I don't know what Hungarian food comprises of, but I'm trying to imagine you bringing ranch to like different cultural restaurants, like bringing ranch to like a Chinese restaurant. Like, what are you putting that on, brother?
The chicken balls, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, this is wild. So when we got our food, I asked for some ranch. The waiter said they didn't have any and offered to bring out some kind of sour cream and dill sauces. I tried them and they just weren't the same.
Honestly, they're trying to compromise to use, like, the fact that they brought out sour cream and dill. They're trying to help you. Like, I don't know, man. It's wild. I think in this situation, okay, hear me out.
Okay.
Bringing ranch to like chain restaurant, I think is kind of funny, you know, bringing it to like a hole in a wall where they're trying to like really try to get you to taste their food. And, you know, maybe they don't have a ton of maybe they don't have a ton of customers inside of there. It is a little bit kind of disrespectful, a little bit.
I just thought it was funny to be like, they bought out sour cream and dill sauce. Wasn't the same as that sweet ranch sauce.
It ain't ranch though. It's like this is John on page 300 of Pornhub, but they're not her.
Yeah, it's like the Spider-Man meme when he looks up at the billboard. He's everywhere I look.
Oh man.
So I told Michael I'd be right back, took my wallet and left the restaurant. I had seen a convenience store close by when arriving, so I went and bought a bottle of ranch and came back. Michael looked shocked but didn't say anything and ate his food. The food was great and we got some conversation going when the waiter came over and said that outside food wasn't allowed. I said dressing isn't outside food and they didn't have what I needed.
You gotta say yes. You gotta say yes at that point. Just don't bring out the ranch. Just say you were wrong.
I didn't want to ruin the evening, so I took it out to my car and returned. Just leaving it in a hot car too. Gross. When we finished and left, Michael thanked me for coming out with him, but said it was really off-putting that I had to leave to go buy a bottle of ranch instead of just going one meal without it. I told him I wouldn't have had to do it if they had ranch or any dressing like a normal restaurant. He didn't walk me to my car or anything and just left. I went home and told my roommate about the date and his attitude, and she asked me if I was being serious. She thinks I had bad etiquette and embarrassed Michael to the point where he probably will stop talking to me. I don't think what I did was really that bad. It was a condiment, not an entire meal from someplace. Was I wrong for what I did?
Okay. Yeah, I was wrong. Like, okay, if you went to like, I don't fucking know.
Like a Wendy's.
Yeah, like a burger
but they
place.
have ranch, I guess.
Man, I'm trying to think of like a place where there's, what's like a
I just
chain
think it's
that's
like,
yeah, I don't know. I feel like If this is like a restaurant full of people, that's fine. But if you're like alone in a restaurant that's like a mom and pop place, it's kind of disrespectful.
I do think it is kind of disrespectful. John would probably be going wild at the store. He loves food, so I think he would be like putting ranch on authentic Polish and Hungarian food. Like John might smack you, but I don't know. I think it's fine to have a preference and want ranch on a bunch of things. It's funny.
I do think it's crazy to leave a date to do.
That's what I'm just gonna say.
Yeah.
I think it's a little rude to leave the date, come back for ranch. You couldn't just like one meal push through and just be like, all right, I'll eat this food. Because it's not like you'll die without the ranch. You said you loved the food with the ranch. Yeah.
The food was great, you said, I think.
Sounds like they just like the ranch on anything. But I don't know. It just seems like it's a weird quirk that you have, and maybe going forward, just make that a very known thing on any date you go on.
Yeah. Just be like, hey, I'm going to need ranch, and I cannot go to a restaurant that will not have ranch. Actually,
I need it pumped right into my veins at every meal.
That's crazy. Maybe something you need to do is start carrying like an ice cold bottle of ranch in your purse, and then just like very, very like when people aren't looking, fucking squeeze that on there, or you just try to wean yourself off of the ranch.
I don't even know if you have to do that, but just be very upfront with your next date and be like, hey, I cannot eat food, which is a wild statement, without ranch. And so wherever we go, there has to be access to ranch.
That's fair too.
Because I mean, it's an ask. It's a big ask, but it's a big ask. It's doable, I guess, if you find the right person. So
yeah, I mean, if somebody is like so put off by that they don't want to talk to you, then maybe they're not right for you. But also, if I was on a date with a girl and I was like, went to a fucking sushi restaurant and she pulled out a bottle of ranch, I'd be like, I think we should end the date. I think we should call it. And then maybe depending on how good the connection is, call it and go to like a burger place or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe, I think Josh is on the absolute correct path. At the end of the day, you got to make it known. Like, hey, if you pick a cuisine that does not involve ranch, I am just straight up not going to have a good time.
I cannot eat the food.
It's a weird request, but I need you to know this and honor this.
Yeah. I'll say I think you were in the wrong for this one, just for leaving the date and coming back, and a little bit disrespectful to the wait staff. But
I think if you had the ranch on you, I think I would have felt better about you. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Like leaving of course, pulling out the ranch in the restaurant is kind of disrespectful in of itself. I cannot speak during this episode. What's the saying? Anyways. But
in of itself,
whatever you said, I cannot repeat. I think leaving the date is like a second slap of disrespect in this situation that cannot be redeemed. I don't think.
Yeah. So, I would hesitate to even call you asshole. Just you made a faux pas, I guess, and it was, your date's not the asshole if he never wants to date you again. I guess that's fair. I guess
this is like a poop knife situation. A little bit ignorant, but not an asshole.
Oh yeah, that's a great comparison. Yeah. It's weird, but it's not like malice, I guess.
Yeah, we've seen some heinous things on this podcast.
We have. And with that, we're going to end off the episode. I have a quick shout out before we end off. So I want to shout out our patron, Nicola. I hope that's how I pronounce it. Apparently, Dan, it's her boyfriend's birthday, 30th birthday, on April 16th. They write the 16th of April, so John's going to be pissed about that. But happy birthday to you, Dan. Apparently, they both listen to the podcast together, so I'd love to hear that. Also, April 16th is my birthday, so we share a birthday together. That's cool.
Whoa.
It's a little bit early since this will come out, I think, 2 or 3 days before the 16th. But just early birthday, Dan. Hope you have a good weekend. And hopefully Nicola takes you out to some chicken tenders if you're a patron. You heard that. So yeah, that is it. Unless Sean, you want to say something to Dan?
Yeah, thanks for listening. Happy birthday, Taurus gang. What up? Horns up, brother.
Nope.
No?
Aries gang.
Oh,
Yeah.
Whoa, we're so close.
It's like
But
the
so
19th
far.
or 20th. That's the cutoff.
Oh, just kidding. I thought all of April was Taurus for whatever. I don't know my horoscopes
That's such a
very well.
Taurus thing to think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sorry about it. But yeah, happy birthday. Thanks for listening. Truly, you're lucky to be getting this birthday shout out because really that only happens during the cameos. So really, you should have been paying us $10 a month to get that. We're just giving it out for free nowadays.
God damn, Sean is ruthless. But thank you for the support. We love you, and hopefully you have a good birthday. With that, we'll close out the episode. Sean, thanks for hopping on. John, we won't see you on Monday because we already recorded that without you.
Yes.
But we'll see you next Friday for Am I the Asshole? If you want more, please consider subscribing to our Patreon at patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network. You get 2 extra stories every Friday, as well as bonus episodes every week if you're a $10 patron, and then bonus monthly episodes every month. I said monthly already. I'm fucking losing it already. All right. That is it. Thank you, Sean, for coming on and giving your takes. Thank you, Wikimaniacs, for another amazing episode. We will see you on Monday. Bye. Expert in fucking, I don't know.
Great power.
For the 5th time, it's your boy Sean.